guys, welcome to the MUIRURI'S family story time. And as you can see today, I'm all alone again. But anyway, it's cool. So guys, today I'm going to have this talk all alone, as you can see, and it is because I'm going to answer some few questions that some of my friends and other people have been sending in to me. People really want to know how I cope up with being young and being a mom. You know, it is something that it is not very normal, and so many judgmental people out there like really talk about it in a very very bad way. And there are so many challenges of being a young mom, and today I think I'm going to address just a few that has affected me, or rather today I'm going to answer just those questions and explain more about how my experience has been. And you know, everyone's experience is different, and this is just what I have to say. So on to my first question. Wait, first let me just get there. On to my first question, I have this. Someone asked me if because you know I'm young and maybe I have quite a small baby. So she asked that, let me see, does it bother you when you meet someone and they ask you, oh, is this your baby? So first of all, yes, it really affects me, because you know, you just meet me somewhere and then, yeah, this is my baby, and then you ask me. Okay, it's not bad to ask, but the problem comes when someone asks you if this is your child, and then you're like, yes, this is my child, and then they start, you know, wanaanza kupingana. They're like, oh no, she's not yours, you look too young, I don't know what. That is really a very big deal for me, because I mean, this is my baby. You got to just believe me. You know, the fact that I may look small or whatever you think, it is none of my business. Those are your thoughts. The only thing is that this is my child, and you know, just don't ask such questions. You know, just keep off. Don't ask such questions. And then there is this other question. What are the happiest moments of your life so far? As in, I don't know, since I got pregnant or since I got my baby. Okay, I'll just say this. Let me say three. The first one, the happiest moments of my life was when, you know, when I told my baby daddy about the pregnancy, and he was so excited. You know, I didn't expect that, you know, because at times you find that someone may get you pregnant, and maybe you're dating and he loves you so much, but when you break the news of being pregnant, they're like, oh no, that's not mine, oh no, you don't know what. But mine, he was really okay with it. Like, he was so happy. I don't know how to say this. Yeah, so that was very happy moment for my life. You know, I was confused when I was telling him that, but his reaction really made me think twice, really made me accept more. You know, like, it really helped me to like accept the fact that, you know what, you're pregnant and you're supposed to take responsibility, you're supposed to be yourself. So that is one. And then the second moment, you know, when I was young, I had always dreamt of having a baby girl for a firstborn. So this second happy moment was when we went for an ultrasound. We went there with my hubby, and I was so excited and so tense. Okay, I knew that if it was a boy, I would just have to accept it, because it's a baby, you know. I'd just be happy for it. And actually I was prepared, because I didn't want to like have this I have a baby girl, what do you call it? Let me say, being too excited to having a baby girl. So I was there. When I went to the hospital, I was like, no, yes, I'm going to have a baby, yeah. And you know, just like that. So when we got to the hospital and the ultrasound was done, wow, that was the happiest moment of my life, because finally my dreams were coming true. You know, I'm going to have a baby girl. I was so excited. Yeah. That was my second happiest moment. Then the third, of course, it's when I held my baby for the first time, you know, after the delivery, after pushing so hard, after, you know, what can I say, after the pain, yeah. So that was a very happy moment for my life. So those are just three. And then another question: did you have a normal or a CS? And if it was normal, was it a tear? Was it just like that? Okay, I had a normal delivery, which I had prayed for, like kabisa. You know, so many times, like in this generation of ours, girls want to have a CS section, and even some of them, it is not even a complication. They just go ahead and decide that for themselves. But I really was in for a normal delivery. About the tear, yes, I was. It was. It was a very bad tear, you know. But I didn't feel the pain when the nurse was was tearing me, or cutting me, because, you know, the pain in the stomach was too much at that time. So the pain came afterwards, but it later, like, it wasn't. It didn't take a lot of time to get healed. Let me just use that word. Yeah, and then. What do you enjoy most about being a mom? So, first thing, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I really enjoy breastfeeding my baby. I really do enjoy breastfeeding this girl. You know, I feel like it is a privilege to feed this girl. I mean, I don't know how to explain that feeling, but it is really, I really enjoy doing that. And then another thing I enjoy about being a mom is the fact that, you know, you are the mother to this child. You are the one who's supposed to think of what should be next for her, if she's going to sleep, if she's going to eat, especially once she started eating. I mean, you're the one who makes decision for this girl. You're the one who, yeah, just being her mom, you know. Let me not say much about that. Another question here. What is your biggest fear of being a mom? So, first of all, my biggest fear is not being able to provide for my child as much as I want to give her a good life, a stable life. That is my greatest fear. I mean, I don't want to reach a point where I'm not able to provide provide her the basic needs, to provide her the luxury that she deserves, you know. That is my greatest fear, and I really hope and pray that God will help me not to get to that point ever. I'm really working hard for that. And then another question is, are you working? Okay, yes, I am working. Despite the fact that I'm young, that doesn't mean I just maybe depend on my baby daddy, because he's always there for me. Yeah, my hubby. So I'm working. I currently work I work online. We both work online from home, and it is quite a good job with a good salary. So yeah, I'm working. I don't just sit around and lazy. I mean, when you get a baby, you're supposed to kuchangamuka, you know. You're supposed to find ways to do things, you know. So that is it for me. Another take care of. So on to our next question, guys. But then you can send in your questions in the comment section. I might do another video. You know, I've come to a realization that people are so young out there, and their mothers, and there's no one to talk about these things, because so many times you find that there's a lot of judgment in the society. There's a lot of stigmatization in the society. But I decided that, you know, when motherhood has come, at whatever age, you have to just embrace it. You have to be strong for it. You have to make sure that you're doing your best to it. If you tend to listen to other people judging you, maybe the society, maybe family, I don't know, friends. It will really distract you. And you know, when you're a mom, you're not supposed to be distracted. You're supposed to be as straightforward as possible for your kid, because this is someone who this so many times you find that our mothers are our role models. So you tell me, if you just sit there and you're thinking of, I don't know, you're thinking of stigmatization, you're thinking of people judging you, will you be able to be your child's role model? So you won't. Okay, let me just answer this about role models. So my role model, in terms of being strong, in terms of motherhood, in terms of, being there for everyone and finding ways to like sort out things, it is my mom. I give a big shout out to my mom. My mom is my hero. My mom is my role model. I really want to be as intentional as she is and she was when she was raising us. Growing up in my family setup, something happened along the way, but I may not say it right now, but mom was always there for us, and she has really been, even in my journey of motherhood, she has made it a little bit easier for me, because she always talks to me every time, she always advises me on things. She's always there for me, despite the fact that I am a young mom. Like, she's there for me, and I really big at I salute my mommy for that. So there is this thing. People ask, is your hubby always there to support you, especially during the sleepless nights? Okay, this happens to these things are different in every home. You might have a child who has a lot of tantrums during the night, crying and all that. But for me, I didn't experience that, because my baby is a night sleeper, like totally. At night she just wakes up to breastfeed, and then it is it for her. So I didn't really experience that, but he's always there for me in everything. But this is something that people don't say. You'll find a time you have been there at home doing things like taking care of the baby, especially when we don't have work that day and maybe he has to go out there and find something else. Maybe on off days and all that, he always has a different side hustle, so he goes out. So you tell me he has gone out, and then you have just been there all day, taking care of the baby. You have been alone, so you just have to be prepared for that. And then when he comes home in the evening, maybe he's tired and he sleeps. Do you know that when the baby wakes up at night, you won't wake him up? Actually, you'll try go somewhere, maybe to the sitting room, and lock him in the bedroom so that he can sleep. Just wewe tu mwenyewe, you'll have that, hautataka compression, amekuwa na stress the whole day. Although mine, he always wakes up. So another question, I don't know if I can get this. Someone asked me, does it ever get better? Getting better as in how? Okay, maybe when you realize that you're pregnant, and then your baby daddy is there, and then you have come to a realization that, this baby is coming. It does get better, because you'll reach a time where you'll have to accept it. And then God always opens ways for people. God is always there to, especially when you're doing something, God will always bless the work of your hands, and even bless you double when you have a kid on the way, or when you already have a kid. So with us, when I first got pregnant, my husband was the only one who was working, because I had to quit the job I was doing, because it was a little bit tiresome, and I don't know how to put this, but I couldn't work there anymore, just know that. So My husband was the only one working, and what he was earning was not really satisfying. I know money is never satisfying, but it was a little bit too little. But do you know what? By the time I was 8-9 months, things started opening up, and we find that even the money iliongezeka a little bit, and of course so many doors opened even after my baby came. So it always gets better, to anyone out there who is asking. So I don't know if I should wrap it up there, or if I have some other question to answer. I'm just looking for this question someone had sent me, and I feel like I should just answer it in this video so that I can help someone out there. So how do you survive with cramping and the baby? Hey, now this is where mothers are strong people. You know, when you were just a young girl, when your periods came, some of us used to just sleep the whole day. I mean, you're just there, you're not feeling yourself, like, that was just it for you. You could just wait for someone to come, maybe help you out on something. But when you're a mom, you're supposed to be strong for your baby. You're supposed to be strong for your hubby. So especially me, my hubby is working, we're both working, but he's kind of working double. So when he's working double, that means that I have to multitask whatever I'm working on, and the baby, and also the house chores, and also cooking. And my baby already turned 6 months. Right now she's 9. That means she eats. So I have cramps. My baby needs to eat. I need to cook for my hubby. I need to do all the house chores. So you just have to be strong. Like, just get the strength. Although sometimes it may be a little bit too hard, because you girls know how cramping is. So this is my hubby always supports me on that. Sometimes he can do some things, he can cook, but he can't do all his double work, then do my work, and then do the house chores and cook and feed the baby. That is not possible. So when you're a mom, I think God just gives you the strength to just multitask all these things and be okay with it. It is a little bit too painful. Sometimes you just sit there and you feel like crying, because you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to feed the baby, you're supposed to be strong for the baby, because when your baby cries, you're supposed to be there to like find out what is bothering her or what is wrong with her. So you just have to be strong for that. And then on to my last question. Someone is asking me, how did your parents find out you're pregnant, and what was their reaction? Okay, so here's it. This is a story for another day. But I'm just going to give you a hint. I got pregnant in November, yes. But I couldn't tell my mom, because myself, I had not accepted the fact that I was pregnant, and I didn't. Okay, my hubby was there to support me, but I wasn't sure of how I'm going to like, I don't know how to explain this, but I had not come to the acceptance mode. Let me not go into that. So it was, I carried my pregnancy. I remember when I found out that I was pregnant, I was in Busia in a friend's home. And then, I didn't find out I was pregnant. I was just suspecting it. And then I came back, and then I was with my mom when I was 5 months pregnant, and she didn't know. And I'm a small body. I don't know how it got hidden inside. But 5 months pregnancy is not too big. So, and my mom could not even imagine of me being pregnant at this age. So she was just there, and we had a life, a time of our lives. And then, let me just get to it. My mom found out I was pregnant when I was 7 months pregnant, almost going to 8. And this was a shock to her, and also a shock to me. I knew that I used to think that when my mom finds out I was pregnant, she was going kill me and maybe disown me, you know. She's not as harsh as kill me, but I thought she was going to disown me, you know. But it wasn't easy for her because she felt like, oh no, you're too young, you're not supposed to be, how are you going to raise the baby, how are you going to be strong for that baby? So at 7 months, I had already come to acceptance. I was ready for my baby. I was ready for everything that was coming with it. So I'm in my house, and then someone has told my mom I'm pregnant, but I was to tell her actually that same day, because we had just moved out from where we were living. We were living in like a very small house, but you know, the baby is coming, we had to do something, we had to move out. So I was to tell her about my pregnancy when we had already moved out, and now we have moved out, we are in a new house. And then this mama somewhere, she couldn't just keep her mouth shut. Okay, I'm sorry. So she calls my mom and tells her, oh, you know what, your daughter is pregnant. And she was a caretaker in a place where we were living in. So my mom calls me and asks me, hello, are you okay? Then I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Then she asks me again, are you okay? Then I'm like, yeah, mom, mi niko poa. Hey, my mom, she was so disappointed. She was so mad. And then I'm here telling her, yeah, I'm okay. Then she asks me, is there something you want to tell me? Then I'm like, no. You know, at that time I was shocked. I wasn't going to tell her at that moment, you know. I was to like pull myself together and come up with the right words to like tell her. And then she asks me, are you pregnant? Then I'm like, whoa, boom. She knows. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I just like, I was speechless. I don't know how, I didn't know how to tell her that, but you know what? The time had come, you know, and there was no more hiding, no more, I don't know, pretending or to be okay or what. I just told her, yeah, mom, I'm pregnant. And it was like a relief, you know. I felt like, you know, I had just released a burden from my shoulder and just put it down. Now I'm okay. So I think she hung up and then calls me again and asks me, uko wapi? Like, where are you? Then I tell her, I'm in the house. Then she asks me, which house? Then I'm like, yeah, I'm at my place, because I was living at my own place. Then she asks me, yeah, you know what, who is the father of that child? And then I told her it's my boyfriend and all that. Then she asked me for his number. Then I asked her, why do you want his number? Then she tells me, I want to talk to him. I want to tell him to come pick you up. So the only thing is, the thing she didn't know is that the girl had already picked me up. We were living together. We were literally living together. We had moved out to a bigger house than the one we had. So it was just it. Then I tell her, my baby daddy is okay. He's okay with it. He will. He has taken responsibility for it, and she was like, it's okay. If he has decided to take care of you, then that's fine. Just be calm, take care of yourself. You know, my mom, you know, she was far, so she couldn't have a bad reaction, because you know, I think she was scared that maybe if she had told me something bad, I'd do something bad to myself. So she just calmed down and just talked to me like a mother would talk to her daughter. And then she asks me for my baby daddy's number. Then she called him, I think, during the night, and they talked, and I think at least everything was smooth. So that was just but it. And then my dad, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm super sorry, Dad. I'm going to make you proud. So my dad just texted me. I can't say much about that, but he was also disappointed. But at a later stage, they came to a realization that, you know, this thing has happened, and yeah, that is just but it. But you know what, mom and dad, I'm going to make you proud someday, don't worry. Having a child at a young age does not mean that it is the end of the world for me. Does not mean that it is the end of the dreams that you people had for me. This is just a step in my life that has come, and I've really embraced it, and it has really changed me. It has really made me a more responsible person. It has really made me being miles far away in my life. Let me just say that. And you know, it is a good thing for me. It has really helped me in so many ways, and you're going to see that soon. So I love you so much, mom and dad. Thank you so much for the support you've given me so far. And also to my hubby, thank you so much, babe, for being there for me, for supporting me. You know, all of this glowing it is all because of it. Is all because you've taken care of me. You've taught me how to work. You've been there for me in everything. You've been there for our baby. You've been the best that our baby. So I think we're going to have a Q&A with him soon. But as for now, let me just end the video there. So if you're out there and you're a young mom, just know that it is not the end of the world for you. It is just the beginning. And you know what? The miles that God has put you where you are right now, it is just a blessing. And it really means that God is going to, pick you up. God is going to be there for you. God is going to provide for you for whatever you need, and it is not the end of the world for you. So if you ever find out that you're pregnant at a young age, just know that it is a blessing and a bundle of joy that God is giving you. And for me, having a baby has really brought a lot of growth in us. Me and my hubby has really okay, I'm sorry. Has really brought a lot of, breakthroughs for us. Let me just say that. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give a thumbs up. And also don't forget to leave a comment on what are your thoughts about my talk today. What are your thoughts about the answers I had? And if you also have questions, you can just put them in the comment section. I'll find a way to answer all of the questions for you guys. So stay tuned and make sure you watch out of our other videos on the MUIRURI'S family. Chill with the MUIRURI'S family, our channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get a notification when we post our next video. So until the next one, bye.